Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So this is Abdul Nasir with you here from the roof of Al-Masjid Al-Haram in Makkah Al-Mukarramah. So alhamdulillah, we just finished up Salat Al-Fajr up here on the roof, and we were sitting here for a few extra moments, just reflections and dhikr and tasbih. So just thought to share a little bit of a reflection with everybody back at home. One of the reflections that I had a couple of days ago during Taraweeh prayers was having faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, putting your trust in Allah. Now I know that sounds really cliche, but I wanted to talk about it from a very specific perspective, kind of the prophets of Allah, the prophets of God, and how they used to put their trust and their faith in Allah, and how Allah demanded that they put their trust and their faith in Allah and never lose hope in Allah, never lose faith in God, and how the prophets used to also teach their followers to never lose hope, never lose faith in Allah. Just in day-to-day life, just in everyday life, we all deal with a lot of different situations, some a little bit tougher than others, and there are times where it's a little bit harder for us to kind of keep our faith, that no, we'll be okay and Allah will take care of us. But those are the moments when it's most important for us to keep that faith going. One example I wanted to share about that from the Qur'an, from the book of Allah, was Musa alayhi salam. So in surah number 26, ayah number 10, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَإِذْ نَادَى رَبُّكَ مُوسَى أَنِ ائْتِ الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ أَلَا يَتَّقُونَ. That when your Lord called out to Musa alayhi salam and he said, go to the people who are doing wrong. قَوْمَ فِرْعَوْنَ, ayah number 11, the people of Fir'aun. أَلَا يَتَّقُونَ. Aren't they aware? Aren't they cognizant? Don't they think about Allah? Now Musa alayhi salam, in response to this, in ayah number 12, he says, قَالَ رَبِّي إِنِّي أَخَافُ أَن يُكَذِّبُونَ. My Lord, I'm very fearful of the fact that they will reject me. وَيَضِيقُ صَدْرِي. Now listen to this will sound familiar. I'm afraid that they'll reject me. And look what he says now. Look how human he sounds now. In ayah number 13, he says, وَيَضِيقُ صَدْرِي. My chest becomes tight. It's hard for me to breathe. I feel really extremely nervous, and it's hard for me to breathe. وَلَا يَنْطَلِقُ لِسَانِي. And my tongue doesn't open, like I can't speak. My mouth just gets dry, or my tongue gets caught. فَأَرْسِلْ إِلَى هَارُونَ. I need some company, I need some help, I need somebody to roll with me. And then he says in ayah number 14, وَلَهُمْ عَلَيَّ ذَنْبٌ. Not only that, oh Allah, but I got history. There's a crime that I am wanted for with Fir'aun and his people. فَأَخَافُ أَن يَقْتُلُونَ. And I'm afraid that they're going to kill me if I go there and they find me. In ayah number 15, Allah says, قَالَ كَلَّا. That's it. Allah just said, no way. Absolutely no. Not acceptable. Unacceptable. This cannot be accepted. Kalla, absolutely no. فَذْهَبَا. You and your brother Harun, you go. إِنَّا مَعَكُمْ فَذْهَبَا بِآيَاتِنَا إِنَّا مَعَكُمْ مُسْتَمِعُونَ. You go with our signs. See, this is the thing. Allah told him, don't be afraid. Absolutely no. But then Allah told him, both of you go with our signs. There's a source of confidence you have, and that is your faith in Allah, your trust in Allah, the signs of God, the message of Allah, the words of Allah. Let that inspire confidence. So all of us in our lives, when we deal with daily situations, when things come up, challenges seem like they can't be overcome, obstacles that can't be overcome, rely upon your relationship with Allah, go back to the book of Allah, go back to the ayat of Allah, and know that you can get through it. Musa alayhi salam passed the same message on to Banu Israel, to his followers. When they were trapped, the ocean on one side, the army of Fir'aun on one side, and they said, Ya Musa inna lamudrakun. Oh Musa, we're dead, we're done for. He said, Kalla. He said, absolutely not. Inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen. My Lord is with me and he will guide me. Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anhu has a beautiful story, and I'll end with this. On the night the Prophet ﷺ migrated from Mecca to Medina, from the city of Mecca to the city of Medina, where we were before we came here, he left Ali radiallahu anhu there in Mecca in his bed with his stuff to return amana back to people, the trust that people had given to him, leave it with them, and then to come and join the Prophet ﷺ in Medina. Ali radiallahu anhu did everything as he was told, and eventually met the Prophet ﷺ in Medina. Later on, when he told this story, somebody asked him, he goes, that must have been terrible. That must have been frightening. That must have been the most terrible night of your life. Everyone's gathered around looking for the Prophet ﷺ, trying to hunt him down, trying to assassinate him and kill him. And you're there in his spot, in his place. He said, no, I never slept better than I slept on that night. I was absolutely comfortable. They said, why? He said, because the Prophet ﷺ told me, I'll see you in Medina. I knew I would see him in Medina. That's the kind of faith they had in the words of Allah and the words of His Messenger ﷺ. Allah and His Messenger told us, if we obey them, if we stick to them, if we have hope in them, if we trust them, if we try to follow Allah's Messenger, if we try to obey Allah and pray to Allah in our lives, in our daily lives, they promised us that we'll be okay. We just got to learn to trust in them. And a brother just walked through here, even though this roof is extremely huge, but alhamdulillah. Right? We're fasting, it's Ramadan, it's a haram, so I ain't even mad at you, brah.
No mad.
I ain't even mad at you.
That's awesome.
So, inshallah, as I was saying...
We trust in Allah, this video will still be good.
Yeah, exactly. So, just put your trust in Allah and His Messenger, follow them, believe in them, trust them, obey them, and we'll all be okay at the end of the day. Jazakumullah khairan. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We'll all be okay, even when people walk in front of the camera.